Hello and welcome back. We're going to go ahead and do possibly all of this at Remiem Temple here. Possibly not all of it in one video, it really depends. And then when we're done with this, we will have our first fully upgraded Ultima weapon. This is actually the last step for Yuna's.
Welcome, Yuna. What is this place? Remiem Temple. Once a great religious center in the Calm Lands, lost after the battle with Sin.
And this is your home? What? You got something against company?
It's a long story. Easier perhaps to show you.
You're dead too.
Don't send me just yet. There is still one thing left for me to do here. With the help I can give, a young summoner might just be able to defeat Sin. Well, Yuna, I challenge you. If you cannot beat me, you'll never beat Sin. Very well. Before we begin... Now, are you ready?
We get to fight every Aeon in separate fights, and she will heal you before each one. You can do this, well, most of this prior to getting Anima and Yojimbo for that matter. However, it makes it a lot easier using Anima for this. Anima innately has break damage limit too, so it makes it quite a bit faster. But anyway, we've technically already seen this, but enjoy the summon animation, I guess. Anima is crazy strong, and I do mean crazy. 15k on a normal attack and we can attack twice. So Valifor's dead. GG, well played, no re. So we're basically gonna do this until all of her summons are out of the way, although... there might be a Trixie one or two.
That is enough.
Depends, really. We're gonna use Anima for the vast majority of them, except for against Anima, because that's not physically possible.
Ah, you have made some progress. And for that, I'm glad. Take this. It may come in handy. I will be the judge of your Aeon strength. Are you good enough, I wonder? Very well. Before we
Rinse and
begin...
repeat.
Now, are you ready?
If you've done some grinding, even, you know, much less grinding than I've done, exploring the Omega ruins and doing some other side quests, you should be able to handle at least most of the summons. The last 2 or 3 might be a little bit tricky, but you should be able to fairly easily handle, you know, the base summons. Ifrit, Valifor, Bahamut, stuff like that. Especially if you have Anima. Or you can just, you know, summon Yojimbo and abuse all of your gil reserves in an attempt to do this, but that's not the best idea. Especially if you're going to do Dark Aeons. If you're going to do Dark Aeons and you want to abuse Yojimbo, just save the gil. 24k to Ifrit. Ifrit apparently has basically no defense. Whatever.
Stop. That is enough.
You can, of course, come here much, much, much earlier. If you defeated Belgemine... yeah, whatever. Nice. If you defeated Belgemine entirely, or at least fought her the 3 times in the story, you can come here and she'll just kind of be standing here and you can give her a fight. I should be no more than a bump in your path. Well, so far you've not even been that.
Now.
Thankfully you can skip all of her dialogue, so... because she repeats it every single time. You cannot, however, skip her summon animations, which is moderately annoying. Get Dave is going to be getting a lot of action, you might have noticed. There is one more Aeon in the game, which you get for completing this in its entirety. You do not. Wow, okay. You do not have to complete this in its entirety for Yuna's weapon, I think? Or am I doing it backwards? Either way, you get Aeons for participating in this, and Aeon. Or, well, whatever. You'll see what I mean when we get it. It is more powerful than Anima, or equally powerful in some cases if you're just using Overdrive. Chocobo Feathers, not bad. Gives decent items for winning, to be honest. That's not at all what I meant to actually select, so we're gonna accidentally kill Valifor again. Whoops-a-daisy. And we can't skip it, so... balls. Sorry. I did not mean to do that, obviously. I wonder if she'll give you the item again. Nah, we'll just summon Get Daved again. We kind of need his... well, we don't need it, but I kind of want his overdrive primarily to show it. But having his overdrive full will also make a fight later much easier. I wonder how much damage Pain does. What are his skills? He's got Busters, Zombie Attack, yeah, I don't really care. He's got good black magic. All black magic, including Death. And Bio, interestingly. Let's cast some Pain and see how much damage it does. Still not enough to one-shot Valifor, interestingly. We can one-shot Ixion, but not Valifor for some reason.
You have... take this.
Interesting. She gives you items the second time you beat them as well. Not the same item, it looked like, but still. I'll do my best. We will fight Shiva now, which probably won't be a one-shot, but if not, it'll be pretty close. It looks to me like I can either one or two-shot these Aeons. We'll probably get to the point where we'll have to hit something 3 times, I'm sure, but still.
Choose your Aeon well.
I should mention, she will not summon and you cannot fight Aeons that you have not unlocked yourself. So if you're gonna full clear this, you have to unlock the Aeons yourself as well. I hate Shiva, by the way. She has really high evasion. That's basically all she has, but still, it's really high evasion and it's really annoying. She can't kill us, don't even worry about that. Oh, for God's sake. If you do let her overdrive, or her summon's overdrive gauge fill, I may need to pop Pain just to hit, or magic just to hit her. We'll do that. Use magic on her. Because this is not going well. If you let her summon's overdrive fill, you're gonna get hit pretty hard, and it's probably going to kill your Aeon. Unless you've gone, in which case you're perfectly fine, but... We're just gonna nuke her with fire, because I'm tired of her dodging my abilities. We'll Pain hit, out of curiosity. It slows us down, but I don't remember the accuracy on Pain. Yeah, that hit. Again, the immune thing that's popping up is Death. Summons are immune to Death, obviously, because, well, not Death. Well, I don't know what to call it. They're immune to instant death. How about that?
Stop. That is enough. You have made some progress. And take this. It may...
Mega Potion's not bad. I keep sneezing in the background, so apologies if I suddenly blow your eardrums out because I don't have the microphone muted. Next up is Bahamut. She will heal us. I don't care. We'll watch another summon animation for no reasons. Choose your summon, or whatever. Do a thing. Nobody cares anymore. On the plus side, this fight will fill up his overdrive, which is good because he's the one we're fighting next. However, no one else has an overdrive, so... After this fight, I'm gonna go save. Bahamut's dodge is alright, but it's not good enough. He also has a ton of health, but he just hit very hard, so... I think he has like 40 or 50k or something like that. Valifor has... I think most of them have 30. Until you get closer to the end. But I'm gonna save after this fight. Just in case it goes poorly on the next fight, because we're gonna have to fight Anima, and I don't have anyone that has an overdrive, so there won't be a quick, easy way to kill it. Hey, Flower Scepter. I don't actually want to talk to you right now. Perhaps later. So if we ignore her, it turns out to get the Aeon you don't have to full clear it, but to get her ultimate weapon you do have to full clear it. But you need 2 items for this door. One of them is the Flower Scepter, and I think I have the other one. I apparently do not have the other one. I thought I had the other one. Well, obviously I don't, because it's not letting me do it. It must have been a crest that I picked up. That's moderately annoying. Let me check what the other one is really quick. If I can find where the Aeon is for this particular thing. There they are. The other one is the Blossom Crown. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to get earlier today, but I actually forgot to get. Well, we can do 2 more fights. Possibly. We can do one of them for sure, because we can summon Anima. The other one we can't summon Anima, so... It's kind of hampering my plan here. The other bit to open that door is acquired by capturing all of the monsters from Mount Gagazet. Which I had thought I did, but I didn't, apparently. I must have just, like, stopped. Yeah, there's the empty spot for it. I must have just stopped doing that for some reason. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Capture the monsters on Mount Gagazet, get the item, come back here. We'll open the door, and then we will finish off this Remiem temple little side chain. So I'll be right back. I went ahead and captured all of the Mount Gagazet monsters and stuff. Bearing in mind, Mount Gagazet includes the caves after where you would fight Seymour, so do capture stuff there. And I got like 87 different apparent accomplishments when I came back to the Monster Arena dude owner guy. As you're capturing stuff, by the way, head back to him every once in a while. Not, you know, constantly, but head back to him every once in a while. He'll give you stuff. That's good for item customization mostly. And a little tip, if you're going for, you know, like a full clear and you want to capture all the monsters, etc., you need 10 of all of them, so just make like a spreadsheet or a notepad file or something that will allow you to quickly reference how many of every type of enemy you have. Otherwise, you have to go back to the Calmlands, talk to the Monster Arena guy, and you can look at a list when you want to fight a monster, and you can see all that. But anyway, when you get one of every monster at Mount Gagazet, he gives you the Blossom Crown, which you can then use to open the rest of this door. I had thought I did that earlier, but I did not, so I was not actually prepared for this video. Either way, we can now get the final Aeon in the game. Hooray, fun times. And I am not renaming these. These will remain the name they are initially given, which is Cindy, Sandy, and Mindy. Mostly because I like the names. They are the Magus Sisters, or Magus Sisters, or whatever you want to call them. They are... You get a trophy for it, apparently. They're very powerful. Look at their health. Look at it. Gaze in awe upon it. She has 119 strength, 89. You summon all 3 of them when you do it as well, by the way, so very, very powerful.
You've got what it takes to be.
You cannot, however, directly control them. And apparently we fight Yojimbo first, but...
Very well. Now.
Yojimbo's an easy fight, so long as you have Anima, which you should. By the point that you're coming in here, you should probably have Anima. Well, at least we get to see the summon animation. We won't get to see much else, though, because Anima will wreck his face.
Choose your Aeon well, Summoner.
I will. Depending on how much you pay him, this only applies for you, obviously, but depending on how much you pay him, we'll actually summon... Yeah, we'll summon the Magus Sisters, however that's pronounced, just because I want to show it, basically, even though we'll summon it later. Depending on how much money you pay him will dictate what skill he uses, and the familiarity stat, I believe is what it's called, but you can't see the familiarity stat, so... Basically just pay him money and hope he does the right skill. It can be a little tedious. If you want to be sure he instantly kills things, just throw tons of money at him. Anyway, say hello to them. As you can see, you can't directly control them, so you can basically tell them to do whatever they want, offensive magic and skills, defensive/healing magic and skills, and then dismiss. We're just gonna say do as you will, and they'll basically murder this poor guy. Or cast auto-life on themselves for some reason. Whatever floats your boat, I suppose. Surely she will attack. Nope, she'll cast Reflect. Okay. Hey, Flare! On her, for some reason. And dead. I've realized why they did that, actually. Cast Reflect on themselves, and then Flare on themselves, which will pierce enemy Reflect, which is actually a pretty good strategy. I like how the AI has actually built that in, basically.
Stop. That is enough.
Get wrecked. Sadly, we have to fight them, however, we're going to be using Anima's Overdrive for that fight.
Take this.
What do you have for me? Shadow Gem times 8. Not very good, actually, because you can get those fairly easily, really. Anima?
Now.
And this is the fight I wanted that summon for, because it's a lot easier using Viln than it is to use Bahamut, obviously, because Bahamut is not nearly as powerful as even one of them, and there's 3 of them. So there is that. I think it's, what is it, Cindy? The B one. She has really high evasion, but low basically everything else. And then Sandy, no. Oh, I don't know their names anymore. Bollocks to it. The fat one has high defense. The skinny tall one has high attack. Mindy. Mindy is a good evasion, Cindy has good defense, and Sandy has good attack. And they all have decent magic. I'm actually just going to tell them to go on the offense so they don't waste time buffing themselves for no reason. Sometimes they do that, sometimes they don't buff themselves at all. They're a little bit weird. So we'll just tell them to, I can actually tell her to fight this time. It's somewhat random what you can actually tell them to do, which is moderately annoying. This ability is so weird, but it's potentially, no, I was gonna say it's potentially just gonna straight up kill him, but it didn't. Well, 51,000 will kill him, I'll give it that much. If you let Anima get in overdrive, he'll kill everything. He'll kill all your summons and murder them. Same with when you're fighting the Imagi Sisters. If you let them get into overdrive, they will wreck you.
Take this.
What do I get for that? Stamina Spring? It's alright, I guess. It's not really that useful, but okay. I will do my best. And this is the last summon in the game and the last fight.
Now.
I am. And we will be using Anima for this fight, and we will just overdrive probably immediately and hope that kills them. If it doesn't, well, we're just gonna have to do something, I don't know. Hopefully it does. Those things remind me of Pikmin, by the way. Choose your Aeon well, summoner. Indeed. If this doesn't kill him, it's highly likely it's going to give them an overdrive and then Anima will just die. But at least we get to see the overdrive. For both of them, in that case. Although I'd prefer not to see theirs until I use it, which I will eventually, but hey. Time to get wrecked. I'm pretty sure they're dead. Yeah, they got overkilled. You can hit every one of those hits for 100,000 damage, so you end up doing, you know, astronomical amounts of damage. I think it's what, 1.6 million for one overdrive? Which I believe is slightly more than what Wakka's attack rails can do, but Wakka's attack rails are much easier to get because, you know, full overdrive every time you die.
And for that, take that.
Shining gem.
Thank you. Perhaps you'll teach me again someday?
That's not possible.
That sounded
You
weird.
have already surpassed your father. There is nothing more I can teach you. My work here on Spira is done. Time for me to go.
Send her.
Yes.
As a note, if you perform
It
the
is in
sending
your
here,
hands.
you cannot redo any of the fights for any
Destroy
additional
sin
items.
and save Spira.
You do, however, have to send her to get the Moon Sigil. So, I believe you have to send her to get the Moon Sigil, but before I end this video, let's go ahead and power up Yuna's ultimate weapon. Primarily so I can show you how to do that. It's not a complicated process, but also, what's the quickest way there? Macalania Lake, I think. But also so I can show you what exactly happens when they are powered up. I would like to point out all but Titus's, or Humphrey in our case, and Riku's ultimate weapons are linked to an Aeon's ability to break damage limit. Now off the top of my head, I don't know who's linked to who, but when you give them the, I think the Crest upgrade to the ultimate weapon, it will allow one Aeon to break damage limit based on whose weapon it is. And again, I literally can't remember. And for these like 4 steps that I'm gonna have to run through a random encounter area, I'm gonna give myself no encounters. Because I can't be bothered doing random encounters at this point in the game unless I'm explicitly trying to get random encounters. Which right now I'm obviously not. So we're gonna head this way. If you're coming from the Thunder Plains, just head straight north and there should be like a glowy path, but if you're coming from Lake Macalania, take this split right there. It will lead you to a glowy path. Somehow, I'm not entirely sure how that works, but somehow you get up here. It's also a very quick way of getting through Macalania if for whatever reason you need to walk through there. And if you're coming from Calmlands, you can just head straight west and it'll lead you basically to the southern entrance of Macalania. So we come up here. It'll glow at us and it'll ask us what weapon we want to present. We want to present Yuna's in this explicit case. And offer the Moon Crest, which will partially upgrade the weapon. It'll make it pretty good, but I believe it retains no AP. So it's really not viable very much, but it will also break damage limit for the Aeon. And the crests are usually the easy half to get, and we're going to say no, just so I can show the weapon. Ignore that. Oh, it gives her double overdrive. Woo! That's really useful game, thank you. I do have We'll give Yuna, and we will complete the ritual with the Sigil, which will fully power it, and it becomes a very good weapon, as is expected from a freaking ultimate weapon. Ultimate weapon. A weapon of ultimate power. It attains its maximum power. Like how that's phrased. I approve, game. We'll present nothing, and if we go to weapon again, primarily to show, it now has break damage limit, triple overdrive, double AP, and 1 MP cost. The only thing that's actually viable or useful there, in my case, or in any case, if you're going to be doing Dark Aeons, really, is 1 MP cost and break damage limit. Triple overdrive can be useful, but mostly 1 MP cost is the thing you're looking for there. If you're going to be grinding, you're going to be having custom weapons that have overdrive to AP, triple AP, and triple or double AP, and triple or double overdrive. That will allow you to get 99 sphere levels in really basically 0 time. So that's going to be it for this video. We cleared Remiem Temple. We got Yuna's weapon fully powered, which is the first and generally the easiest. I think, anyway. Riku's probably the second easiest, a bit time consuming though. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time when we will probably do, I don't really know, probably more ultimate weapons, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, I'll see you guys then.